The big fish, Errol the Truth Spence, finally comes out. It confirms that the fight with him and Terence Crawford, yeah, it's on. It's definitely on. Let's talk about exactly what he said in this video. But before we do that, make sure that y'all hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel. So yeah, like I said, Errol Spence was at the fights tonight on Showtime, you know, to support his fighter, Frank Martin, that got the 10th round stoppage over Jackson Marinez. You know, they was going back and forth. It was a hell of a fight, but Frank Martin was able to pull it off in the last inning. Now, Errol Spence, he did his interview, and of course, everybody want to know if the fight between him and Terence Crawford is going down. Well, I got some great news. The fight will be going down. Errol Spence confirmed it. He said definitely 100% the fight is going down. He don't know when, he don't know where, but it's going down. And this is the news that we all want to hear, because we've been hearing a lot of news about Terence Crawford ain't happy with the money that they offering him, right? Terence Crawford is refusing to sign the contract. I've been hearing it. Everybody been hearing the news. But this is the news that we need to hear, because a lot of people is starting to feel like that the fight wasn't gonna happen, right? And with Errol Spence confirming that it's definitely happened, he just don't know the date, right, and the venue. Well, that means that Errol Spence, he has signed his portion of the contract, and he's just waiting on Terence Crawford. But he's been promised by Al Heyman and Steven Espinosa that they will get everything figured out so they can get this fight popping, right? And every day that this fight goes on without being announced, it's just getting fans more antsy to see the fight. And people might say, well, you know, if we don't hear an announcement in a couple days, we're gonna lose interest in the fight. No, you're not. No, you're not. Y'all waited for Manny, Pacquiao, and Floyd for over 5 years, and you didn't lose interest in the fight, right? They was tricking us with that Manny, Pacquiao, and Floyd news every year for 5 straight years. And when the fight happened, it still sold an all-time record high to this day. That nigga with the shag, Mr. Man Down, right? He coming. And like I said, I just seen him, clips of him training, and the man is in shape right now. Errol Spence could fight right now. He in shape. But don't get me wrong. I know that Terence Bud Crawford is in shape doing his thing, right? Both of these fighters have actually been very, very quiet. You know, you ain't heard Errol Spence say nothing until, what, yesterday? You know what I'm saying? Till today. You still haven't heard Terence Crawford come out and say nothing. You ain't heard nothing from Terence Crawford on no social media platforms. So a lot of times that is a good sign that the fight is taking place. But when you hear from the man's mouth himself, the fight going down. And you know, I know a lot of people was in the uproar about some dude that tweeted some stuff saying, you know, about YouTubers making a whole bunch of money off of Errol Spence and Terence Crawford in this fight. And my whole thing is like, man, why they worried about who making what money off of what? That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. At the end of the day, if YouTubers is clickbaiting or making videos on Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, it really don't matter at the end of the day, because the fighters are the ones who are gaining from it. If people on YouTube didn't talk about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford or any of these fighters, who else is gonna do it? They ain't talking about them on ESPN and Fox Sports. They ain't talking about them on Fox. They ain't talking about them on ABC. You know what I'm saying? We the ones who keep this shit alive. But like I said, you know, everybody is just antsy and they real excited about this fight going down. And a lot of people are waiting on the announcement so they can book their hotel and they can book their flight and get their shit planned around this fight. You know, if you a boxing fan, this is the biggest fight in boxing. Nothing else come close to it right now as far as for the fans. Now, I ain't talking about the money. I'm talking about for what the fans want to see. This is it. This is it right here. This is our Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao of today. You feel me? Shit, we've been waiting for this fight ever since 2018, the fans. Now, I'm not saying that the fight could have been made in 2018 because it couldn't have. But I'm saying ever since they met up backstage at that Mo Hooker fight, hey, that fight, everybody been wanting to see this fight. You feel me? But the good news is we're finally getting this fight. So all of the talks about the negotiations and all of that, the 60-40, 70-30, 50-50, I don't really care about none of that. Now, I know who deserves what, but at the end of the day, ain't nan one of these fighters paying me. Nan one of these fighters is paying me. You feel me? So I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting sent a paycheck from Errol Spence nor Terence Crawford. So it really don't matter to me who get what, but but we talk about it because it's a part of the making the fight happen. If the business don't come out right and one fighter step away from the table because the business ain't right, well, the fight ain't gonna happen. You feel me? The fight ain't gonna happen. So a lot of people be talking about, oh man, why are y'all talking about the negotiations? They don't have nothing to do with y'all. It has something to do with everything. Because that's one of the reasons that could stop the fight from happening. Actually, in the case of this fight, it looked like it was going to be the main reason to stop the fight from happening. So I got to say to everybody that's running around here talking about that Errol Spence is ducking, I got dudes all up in my comments talking about Errol Spence will never step foot in the ring with Terence Crawford. All y'all going to have to eat your words. All y'all going to have to eat your words. And it's going to be another man down. You feel me? It's gonna be a man down. And I don't know what y'all gonna do after this fight go down and you don't get the outcome that you've been wishing and praying for the last 3 years. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might as well kill yourself, right? Because see, a lot of fans, they done made this shit serious like this some Tupac and Biggie shit, right? This ain't no Tupac and Biggie shit. This is boxing. You feel me? But some of y'all make this shit too serious. If somebody say they going for Errol Spence, y'all be wanting to kill and shoot over that shit. Man, come on, man. People gonna go with who they want to go with. If you're going with Terence Crawford, hey, cool. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford is a great fighter. If you're going with Errol Spence, cool. He a great fighter. This is what we need in boxing. And it ain't no need to divide people in real life over these both fighters that gonna make millions and millions and millions off of our content that we creating because we keeping this shit alive. You feel me? We are keeping this shit alive. But like I said, I'm just excited that the fight is going down, because we didn't know. We didn't know if the fight was going to go down with all of the news that we've been hearing. Like I say, I got people that I talk to that's very close to Terence Crawford's camp. And yeah, it has been a discrepancy over the money. Terence Crawford is asking for a whole lot of money, right? He feels that he's worth what he asking for. I can't tell that man what he is worth and what he ain't worth. But I know that if you asking for more than what Errol Spence is getting, yeah, that ain't right. You ain't worth more than what he getting. He got 3 belts. He done did all the heavy moving in the division, right? He the king of the division, right? So you can't ask to get paid more than what he getting paid. And you almost already damn near getting 50-50 on the back end. But that's due to Errol Spence really wanting this fight. If it wasn't for Errol Spence, this fight wouldn't be going down, and you can really bet that. I promise you that. If it wasn't for Errol Spence going to Steven Espinoza and Al Heyman and telling them, make this fight, whatever he want, whatever y'all got to do to make this fight, make it happen. If it wasn't for Errol Spence, it wouldn't be going down. So y'all haters, y'all better thank Errol Spence, right? Y'all better get on your knees and thank Errol Spence that this fight is going down. But see, a lot of y'all haters, y'all don't want this fight to go down, right? Because it's a very big possibility that the outcome ain't gonna go how y'all want the outcome to go. But anyway, this is a great fight. Either one of these men could come out with their hand raised. Y'all already know it's big fish, man down, strap season over here because I think that Errol Spence is the better fighter. I think that he gonna win the fight, but that's my opinion. I can't wait till they get in the ring and fight. You know what I'm talking about? And y'all just let me know how y'all feel about this news that just got announced. Hit my like button, sub to the channel, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.